Hello students, welcome to this video lecture on engineering curves. I am Anthony Augustine. In this video lecture, we would be discussing the topic of ellipse by oblong method. Following is the problem statement. Two fixed points A and B are there and they are 80 mm apart. A point is moving in a plane of the two fixed points in such a way that the sum of its distance from two fixed points is always constant and it is equal to 120 mm. You have to construct the curve and name it. When we study this statement, we see that the sum of the distance from two fixed points is always constant and it is equal to 120 mm. This is the definition of an ellipse, and the 120 mm length is actually the major axis length. So here for the ellipse, the major axis is taken as PQ and it is equal to 120 mm. We can start by drawing the major axis. We'll find the foci which would be symmetrically arranged on the major axis about the midpoint O. We'll be constructing a perpendicular bisector and we'll assume a radius that is half the major axis, and we'll draw an arc through the foci and find its intersection with the perpendicular bisector. So the arc with the radius x, that is half the major axis equal to 60 mm, would intersect at 2 points, that is R and S, which are the minor axis points, and RS is the minor axis that can be found. So this is the overview, and after finding the minor axis, we would be constructing a rectangle through points PQRS, and then we'll inscribe a ellipse inside this rectangle. So the endpoints P, Q, R and even S are on the ellipse. A and B foci lie inside the ellipse. Now we'll move to the actual problem solving. Since we have gone through the overview, we'll now actually solve the problem. So it always starts by the data interpretation, and we know that PQ is the major axis and AB is the foci. We draw a horizontal line 120 mm long, and we'll find its midpoint also at 60 mm. So this is P and this is Q, and center is point to O. We keep a protractor at the center and draw a perpendicular at the center to find the minor axis. So I have constructed the perpendicular bisector of PQ. Now I will be marking the foci, that is 40 mm on either side. So I will be using compass for this purpose. So I take 40 mm on my compass, keep it on center of the major axis and mark 40 mm on either side. Okay. So I can also use the same for marking PQ. Okay. So AB is 40 mm on either side. I am taking half the major axis now on my compass, and I will be marking arcs as I discussed through the focus. So half the major axis I took P to O, and I mark arcs from A or B on the perpendicular bisector. I got points RS, that is the minor axis point. Now I draw horizontal through S and R and through P and Q I'll be drawing verticals. So this gives me a rectangle and I erase the unnecessary length of line. Now this is the rectangle which I will be using to solve the ellipse by oblong method. I'll be using 1/4 of the rectangle. I divide the side into equal parts, so I use a construction. I draw a acute angle line, and on it randomly I take any distance and mark uniformly spaced divisions. I take 4 divisions on the inclined line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, I take randomly any size and mark equal divisions. Remember, equal divisions. So I have taken 4 divisions on this acute angle line. I join the endpoint with the endpoint of the division line, and I draw with the help of roller scale parallel lines through each division and find its intersection with the vertical of the rectangle. So I found 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 parts. So I divided this small rectangle into 4 equal parts. Now the other side I have to divide, so I join the end point division with the end point of the small rectangle, and with the help of roller scale draw parallel lines to the other divisions. So my side is now equally divided. I name the points 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. So both sides of the small rectangle is divided into 4 equal parts. Now I will be using minor axis points to join with those divisions. So I join S with 1, S with 2, S with 3. So minor axis point S is joined. Now I use R. I join R with 1 dash and extend it till it intersects line S1. So R with 1 dash intersection with S1. So this gives me P1 point. Similarly, R with 2 dash extend it to line S2 and find point P2. Similarly, point R 3 dash I join line extend it to S3 and find intersection of point P3. P0 is located at 0 and P4 is on point S. So I will be using mirror image, drawing parallel lines parallel to the major axis. I draw lines through P1, P2, P3. About the minor axis point, I transfer the distance as shown. So I take the distance from minor axis, transfer it to the other side. For P1 I am doing now, mark it on either side. Now I got the point on the other half, so I will be transferring on the lower side. So I am transferring by using verticals now. Previously I had used horizontals. Now I am drawing verticals through point P1, P2, P3. Similarly, the points which I had previously transferred, I draw verticals. And about the major axis points, I will be taking distance. So major axis, from major axis half, I am taking the distance and transferring it below on the vertical itself, that vertical itself. Okay, so I am getting mirror image. P3, P3 below, P2, P2 below, and P1 I am transferring below about the major axis. So I get all the points that are on the curve. I can join this point with a free hand, or I may use a French curve. In this problem, I will be using a French curve which is flexible. I adjust 3 to 4 points in the edge of the French curve and draw a dark elliptical curve. Remember, 3 to 4 maximum points we can adjust. Now I draw a tangent, keep the edge tangent to the curve and adjust 3 to 4 points more in a single time and join the curve. So you can see me adjust the French curve and trying to adjust 3 to 4 points and then draw the curve. I reverse the French curve and use the symmetry. Again adjust 3 to 4 points and draw a dark curve. Remember, 3 to 4 points in a single time I am joining. Okay, remember, the curve should be a smooth curve. The edge of the curve should be always tangent to the French curve edge. So I am joining in sections. So this is how we can use a French curve to join all the points. And this is the ellipse by oblong method. Hope you are able to solve the problem. This is the solution that is needed. Thank you for your patient listening. This is the final solution.